Hey, Leo, intuitive soul coach here with your November 2022 full moon reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. Today we'll dive into the collective energy of Leo and take a look at what this game-changing lunar eclipse and full blood moon in the sign of Taurus has in store for you. So just a friendly reminder, these are general readings. Please do take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or even entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, so Leo, we have a very potent, powerful full moon showing up on the 8th of November, and this moon is part of a three-part eclipse series that first originated back in November of 2020. So if you take a look at what was happening around the 2-year mark, or how you have grown, expanded, or evolved on even a spiritual level, you're going to see a lot of parallels, a lot of changes. But we are in the middle of that second eclipse and the final one concluding on October of 2023. So we are definitely feeling the energies here of not just the eclipse, which are about revealing and concealing secrets, scandals, shadow work, shadow self, things coming to the surface, but we also have that full blood moon in Taurus. And so Taurus is a very grounding, earthy, pinnacle energy. So you may be laser focused. It is all about bringing your dreams, bringing your goals, your wishes down to reality and bringing them to the concrete, the 3D physical level. So it's again about manifestation meets the physical reality of seeing that change in your outer world as well. So you have here Pisces energy, Capricorn, and Gemini. Now you may have these placements in your chart, Leo. You may be dealing with others who have these placements in their chart, or you're just embodying the energies all together. Now Scorpio season can be about the spiritual side, mysticism, going deep. It can bring about a lot of emotions, and you have here forgive. You have the forgiveness card. So there may be someone in your life or even yourself that it may be very beneficial to use this time to do some healing rituals, some release ceremonies where you are forgiving another person or yourself for a situation of the past. Even if you feel like you do not have to forgive anyone, if you feel like you're not necessarily hanging on to anything, you may be surprised what shows up for you in the month of November around this full moon time, because it's finally time for you to release maybe even an energy that you've been carrying on a subconscious level. This could be something that had occurred again 2 years ago. It could be even forgiving a situation that you had went through that you may be still harboring negativity from, or maybe a little bit of bitterness or disappointment. It could be even sadness or anger. So releasing those lower vibrations, because where you're going is very, very beautiful. It's time for you to lead. It's time for you to gain that laser focus and move forward and bring to life what it is that you have been wanting to manifest. So you have this Capricorn energy, Leo. It says it's time to step up and lead. If you have been wanting to launch a project, an idea, a business opportunity or career, or even launch a new exercise routine, it's time to bring that, again, that energy to the physical. And I feel like it's an important time for you to push that go button after a time of maybe needing a little more clarity, Leo, or not feeling sure of your next step. You're going to get the clarity that you need here to step up and lead. And it's very important that you speak your world into being. And I do feel that a lot of signs have been getting this Gemini energy of it's time to speak your world into being. Whether this is you using that throat chakra for creative endeavors, it could be writing a book, it could be singing, it could be acting. For others of you, it could be using your voice more, because maybe you went through a period where you didn't feel seen, you didn't feel heard, you didn't feel like you were listened to. Some of you may be in a relationship. Now, it doesn't have to just be romantic. It could be with a family member where there was a relationship you didn't feel like you were heard or that somebody was listening. And I feel like you're doing something about it. You're bringing it down to the physical, and you're saying, well, I need this from you. And if we cannot bring in that energy of reciprocity, then we need to move in different directions. So you're definitely speaking your world into being here by using the energy of the law of attraction, which is heightened and very powerful, very potent at this time. But in order for you to fully move in this direction, I do feel that there is some sort of forgiveness needed and required. But it is time for you to step up and lead. There's a lot going on here this month, not just on a planetary level, but globally, collectively. There's a lot of feelings. And sometimes with Mars and Uranus, sometimes it can be very volatile. There could be a lot of anger and volatility here. And I feel like you're doing your best to avoid drama, but at the same time, you're speaking up for what you believe is true for you. So what we're going to do now, Leo, is dive into your energy. We'll take a look at what you're focusing on manifesting and what you'll be releasing as well. We'll take a look into your untapped spiritual gifts and greatest strengths. We'll get messages from Spirit along with how you've grown. And lastly, action steps that you can take to continue moving forward. All right, Leo, we have the 10 of Wands, the Temperance, and the 5 of Cups. So we certainly see what it is that you are manifesting and what it is that you're letting go, which I really like because you're coming really close to ending the cycle, the heavy burdens that maybe you've been carrying here, Leo, with the 10 of Wands. You may have been taking on too much. That may be the parallel or the pattern that you see from November of 2020, that you've taken on a lot mentally, emotionally, physically, and even spiritually at times. But this 10 of Wands is about prioritizing, eliminating distractions. And it's really interesting because I've been saying this in all of the readings. The way that Spirit is showing me the energy of this moon and this eclipse showing up is that of a bull, which that's the Taurian energy. The bull hitting that mark by going towards that flag, now that red flag. And when that bull has that laser focus on that red flag, there is nothing that distracts or gets in the way of the bull hitting that target. And that's kind of what I feel is happening here for you. For everyone, is whatever your red flag is, Leo, whatever that prize is, that goal, that energy that you would like to move forward on. Maybe it's been a little bit stuck, a little bit stagnant with the Temperance here. It's been going really slow for you. With this new energy coming into alignment here, it is you running towards that flag and not letting any distractions on the side get in the way. And that's what this 10 of Wands is saying here. It's time for you to prioritize, eliminate distractions, delegate if need be, bring in others to help take a load off if need be here. Also, this can be an energy of Mr. or Mrs. Fix-It with this 10 of Wands. You may attract people at times that feel or seem to need extra fixing, or maybe they feel like they've carried a lot of baggage throughout their lives, or maybe you feel like you've carried heavy baggage. That could be why this forgiveness card is showing up. Also, what I'm hearing is some of you may have been caught up in a cycle, a relationship, or a pattern with someone close to your heart where you've maybe given chance after chance, or you've really wanted to help heal them because you've seen through on who they really were on a surface, on that, beyond that surface level. But remembering that it's not your responsibility and that everybody heals and evolves at different levels is something that you are becoming more aware of and you are acknowledging. Therefore, you're not carrying the heavy burdens of the other people or the rest of the world. Some of you may have been in a difficult phase regarding your finances and your career. You may have been waiting to manifest this new job if that's what you're looking for. I certainly see there's going to be a lot of movement, especially towards the end of November for you if you have been looking for a new path or to bring something into the 3D earthly realm here, because it's been a long time coming with this Temperance card. The Temperance is all about compromise. It can be about self-control. For others of you, this could be about extremes in the way that you spend, extremes in your emotions, your feelings, your behaviors. It can be about impulsivity as well. And I feel like you're starting to rein in this energy, whether this is yourself or someone else that tends to go through extremes in their emotions. I'm almost feeling like a hot and cold type of energy. where at one moment either you're feeling hot and another person is feeling cold, or it's kind of like you're just playing with that energy of hot or cold, but you're not quite sure how to bring that into balance. You're starting to let go of the things that are creating that imbalance in your life here. So this Temperance card showing up is what you're manifesting. Patience, but also a blending of energies, moderation, self-control, compromise. So that's what you're manifesting here, is that balance in an area of your life that's maybe seemingly been imbalanced since even November of 2020 or beyond. We have the Five of Cups. This is what you are letting go physically, emotionally, spiritually. The Five of Cups, it says that you're letting go here of the disappointment, the betrayal, the loss. You've allowed yourself space to grieve. I feel like maybe even a little more than necessary, more than need be, but there is no cap on healing. There is no cap on grief, but sometimes we do sit in it a little longer than necessary, because you can see that behind her is this beautiful cup that's filled and it's ready to be consumed here. And I feel like when you take a look at the blessings that are maybe hidden, maybe disguised, or the new opportunities that have presented themselves to you, but you haven't been focused on those new opportunities because you've been focused on perhaps the loss of a situation, the disappointments, the bitterness, the needing to forgive someone or something here. So I do sense that you're releasing and letting that go around this full moon, and that's going to bring about a lot of internal shifts and allow you to manifest exactly what it is that you want here in the 3D world. Now let's take a look here and see what your untapped spiritual gifts and greatest strengths are. This is one of my favorite parts of the reading, Leo, because a lot of us realize that we have gifts and talents and skills, but we're not quite sure how to tap into them fully. Or some of us don't even realize or recognize what they are. But your untapped gift is something that you have started to tap into in this lifetime, but you maybe are not sure how to embrace it at 100%. You have the Tower. And I love this energy coming up as your untapped gift, because I've been telling everyone that I've been feeling the Tower mixed with the Wheel of Fortune showing up in the month of November. So there could be something going on a global or collective level that brings about a Tower energy, but it's going to be followed by the Wheel of Fortune. So it's going to be a crumbling of the old to build a new structure. That's the type of energy that I'm getting. Also, November 8th is mid-election day in the United States. And with that eclipse happening, it can be about revealing and concealing. It can be about secrets and scandals and people coming out of the woodworks and things being exposed. So there could certainly be a little bit of a disruption, but your untapped gift here, Leo, is to embrace the Tower when it shows up. And it doesn't mean that, you're embracing it here and you're really excited about all this change, although sometimes you certainly can be, but it's saying here that you're not letting it completely throw you off kilter, because you see that happening here with the Temperance. So there are times in your life, Leo, where it's a relationship, whether it's a job, whether it's financial difficulties, it could be disappointments with children, with parents, with siblings, and you do let it completely throw you off your balance here. And I feel for you, you've learned how to become more patient, become more adaptable, and also become more flexible. And this is part of what your souls come here to do. Also to help other people navigate through their towers. And like I said, with this 10 of Wands, this can be that Mr. or Mrs. Fix-It. So this could be you coming in professionally, even if you do this on a professional level or personally. But I feel like you help other people maybe even clean up after an unexpected surprise or a Tower moment. And I feel like you've had quite a few of them. So you have the experience to be able to share. And maybe that's what the Speak Your World into Being is. Some of you could be writing a book on your experiences. You may be starting a YouTube channel. You may be creating something quite wondrous out of towers that have happened in your lives or even others. So this is a really powerful energy to have as your untapped gift, because sometimes it can be very difficult to embrace change. Not a lot of people do that quite readily. And I like this tower in this deck because it almost looks a tad bit magical, where this squirrel is looking up and you can see the butterflies, and butterflies represent transformation, and that lightning hits that spot there. And the squirrel doesn't look nervous or scared, but almost in awe of the magic that is taking place here to rebuild. So there's a new beginning, a new life that this squirrel is going to take on here. And squirrels do represent fruitfulness and abundance. And you can see that there are resources with the nuts showing up here. So I feel that despite the hardships, despite the changes that happen for you, this can be about a shattering of a belief system as well. And I feel like your untapped gift is to reclaim your power and a revelation, breakthroughs that offer you freedom to move in a new direction. That's your untapped gift. Now, your greatest strength here, Leo, is the King of Cups. Beautiful. Your greatest strength is to evolve, and it's to help other people evolve as well. This King of Cups is someone who's very loving, very supportive, emotionally intelligent, patient, compassionate, and at times they don't let, well, at a lot of times they don't let their emotions get the best of them. And the best way I can describe this is a doctor giving brain surgery or performing brain surgery on, a 6-year-old boy who has brain cancer or a tumor. And let's say that this King of Cups had a son himself who ended up having brain cancer. So you could feel the connection or the empathy that he may have for this person, this young child that's laying on the table as he's about to perform. But he cannot let his emotions get in the way of performing the best surgery he possibly can for that young child, because if he let his emotions get in the way, he would not be able to do his job. And that's what I feel here happening for you, is you've learned to compartmentalize. And this is something that you'll continue to learn and evolve in this area of your life here, where you don't let your emotions or even the emotions of other people get the best of you. You know when to kind of put them on the side and take a look at that at a different time. You know when to help other people. You know how to kind of keep yourself in check, keep yourself in line, especially when it does come to tower moments. So it wouldn't surprise me if a lot of you Leos out there are healers. If you are light workers, if you're spiritual workers, or even if you have a desire to learn more about the mysticism, the occult, or spirituality here, because I do feel like you are evolving and you're healing on a very spiritual level. So these are beautiful strengths and gifts to have here, and I hope you know that. All right, Leo, we're going to get a few messages from your spiritual team, your guides, your angels, your loved ones, your pets, your ancestors. What do we have here for Leo, please? And I'm going to pull from the Spirit Messages Oracle here, along with the Work Your Light Oracle. And for those of you that are interested in any of the decks that you see used during your reading, you can find all of that information in the description box below. All right, let's just get 2 more cards here, please, for Leo. What do we have for Leo? It's going to be a very beautiful month. I do sense that for you here, because you've been hanging on to something for a little while, even if it's not quite... If it's something that you weren't quite sure when you would get results, or when you would land a job, or bring love into your life, law of attraction is working in your favor. So make sure that you keep that in mind when you do manifest, because if you are in an energy of negativity, that is something that could come your way as well. But if you stay in that positive mindset, that optimistic mindset, with this 5 of Cups showing up here, if you allow yourself to release disappointments and let go and turn around and see what's right there, you will be perfectly in line with manifesting your dreams and goals. Now you have this very grounding energy here, and Taurus again is all about the earthy energy, grounding, bringing those dreams down to reality and grounding them here in the present. You have ground yourself. So if you find yourself feeling a little bit spacey, airy, or distracted or unfocused, ground yourself. Being distracted, tired, irritated, impatient, and unfocused are all signs that you're ungrounded. Now is the time to become centered and allow spirit to help you ground yourself and reconnect with the divine source. There it is. There is co-creation. You partnering up with spirit and the universe to make the magic happen. I like this for you. Next we have find your center. And this kind of goes with the grounding yourself as well. And it says your outside world, Leo, is a reflection and a manifestation of what's going on inside you at this time. When the outside world becomes so hectic and stressful that your anxiety starts to overwhelm you, then this is the ideal moment to stop and ask, when was the last time I checked in with myself? So this is about that temperance energy as well. Checking in with yourself, bringing about balance. It may be important for you to take a little bit of downtime if you can, maybe even do some meditation, do some healing practices, or maybe even get some energy work done, some chakra healing. This could also be some massage. They're showing me drumming as well. So this could be shamanic work, shamanic journeying or drumming taking place, or maybe you are a drummer. That would be very beneficial as well. Okay, thank you, Spirit. They're giving me like binaural beats. So you may be taking a look at the beats. It could be something with the heart as well, where you're doing heart healing or heart health. Next we have from your spiritual team, embrace the moment. And I just heard the name Kali or Kali. That could be a guide. It could be an ancestor. Maybe it's a grandmother. Perhaps it's your name, Kali or Kali. I'm not quite sure if I'm pronouncing it. They're just showing me the name spelt out here. So we have embraced this day, this very moment. Think positively today and repel those negative thoughts. Try not to judge yourself or others. This may be harder than you think. What is actually happening is that you are changing your energy. And we said that at the beginning as well, that you are transforming and uplifting that energy on a spiritual, cellular level. And it says again, think positively and repel those negative emotions, which we just talked about as well. So stay in that positive mindset. And I feel like something's coming back around. You can see that rainbow, and she may not have seen something the first time around here, or it may have been hidden from her. But I feel with this eclipse, anything that's been hidden from you, Leo, is going to become exposed, or it's going to bring you clarity. Your intuition is heightened at this time, so pay attention. Next we have here the ever unfolding rose, and you have here cracked open, and it says it's happening for you, not to you. That's actually one of my favorite quotes that I like to say over and over is life is happening for you, not to you. And what I mean by that, and what this card means, is life is happening, all the challenges, all the struggles, all the happy moments, all of the emotions and the feelings and the experiences that we go through here on earth are to help us evolve on a soul level. Things that we already knew about prior to coming to earth. So it's not happening to you. Those things aren't just randomly picking people like us picking a straw and saying, yep, we're going to do that to you. This has already been beautifully, divinely orchestrated. So please do know, Leo, that if you are going through challenges, that it's not because you are a bad, evil person or because you drew the short stick. Yes, we can have karmic lessons and patterns come back into our lives that may have been unresolved from past lives, or maybe we even get a taste of karmic patterns or relationships in this life due to things that we've said or done. But know that it's all a reflection of the law of attraction. Whatever you've put out there is what you're going to get in return. So it's not that life is happening because you've been pointed at, and say it's not because, again, the universe wants to see you fail. The universe wants to see you grow and evolve and do what you came here to accomplish. your mission here. So you are unfolding like this beautiful rose. And they're also showing me the third eye chakra for you, as well as that crown chakra. So you may be getting more into Reiki energy, healing work, the spiritual realm of manifestation. A lot of you are clairvoyant. You may be channeling energy from the divine quite readily this month as well. We have the Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits and soul tribe. So if you've been looking for your people, if you've been looking for connection, communication, gathering of like-minded souls, there is that energy of coming together this month. But I'm also feeling a collective shift when it comes to the Great Gathering as well. So very powerful. And lastly, we have trust your path. And this is kind of what we were talking about here with that rose. It says, if you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Because a lot of you have walked a solo path. Even if you grew up in a very large family, you may have been the oldest, the youngest, the one that moved away. You may have been in a relationship at times that was challenging. Perhaps you work from home, or there could be an energy of you always needing to build an independence within yourself. Trust that your path is yours. Trust that your soul's journey is what you've come here to do, to conquer, to grow and to evolve in here. So trust your path because you are supported. And sometimes that's not always recognizable. Sometimes it's not always the support that we feel or think, but do know here, Leo, that you are divinely supported. So very powerful energy coming in here. Let's take a look and see how you've grown. And lastly, action steps that you can take to continue moving forward on your soul's journey. How has Leo grown? Whether this is over the course of the last 2 years from the prior eclipse, whether this is just grown in general, and action steps that you can take to continue moving forward. You have quite a few that came out here for action steps. So you're definitely ready to move forward and take that next step. And I feel like once you do, things are going to start to unravel, kind of like a dominoes, where once you put that one thing into motion, once you gain that laser focus, you are like that bull running full force towards your goals. And that's what I see happening here. But first, let's see how you've grown. Four of Wands, beautiful. The Four of Wands says that this is 11/11 energy, but it also says that there's been a lot of special moments of celebratory energy. The Four of Wands can be about milestones. It could be about taking vacations. It could be halfway to marriage for some of you. It is about awards, certifications, ceremonies, honoring other people that are in your life. It can be about a communal type of energy here. So I do feel like you are finally being seen, being recognized, being heard. And there may have been a special event that has happened in your life in the past couple of years where it was a really good memory, one that you put away in the books that you can cherish for many, many years to come. So this Four of Wands says that, yes, sometimes things don't turn out the way that we think they should, but sometimes they turn out better than we could have imagined. And if you haven't had that moment recently here, I feel like it's about to come up for you where you will hit this milestone. You're going to continue growing, Leo, in very, very big, bold, beautiful ways. So powerful energy. Action steps that you can take here. We have the Three of Cups, the Star, the Page of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and the Devil in reverse. This is super, super powerful, Leo. Oh, I can't wait to share this with you. So the Three of Cups, all of these are upright energies, and I read intuitively as well, but I do take note of the uprights and the reversals so I can fit them into intuitively what I feel for you. But the Three of Cups is major celebratory energy, which we just talked about as well. This is soul tribe. This is celebrating with the people that love you and want to see you succeed and bring happiness to your life. This could be the news coming up here of a reunion, passing a test, news of a new job, a birth, an abundance, a raise. There is something really wonderful coming in. So keep working towards it here. Keep your eye on the prize because it will pay off. You've been doing a lot of healing as well. But I feel for some of you, if you are looking for fame or if you're looking to maybe be in the spotlight a little bit more or take center stage, this is a perfect time to put it out into the world, to start that YouTube channel, to apply for that, screenplay, to, go sing on opera or Broadway. This is a very powerful energy of becoming an influencer as well. So the star card, I feel like you're continuing to maybe rise to fame, or you're continuing to maybe heal on a deep level where your healing work and practices could actually help people on a very, very big level here, a global level for some of you. This star is about positivity, guidance, and peace. So don't give up on those dreams that you have. Again, keep your eye on the prize, because there's new opportunities coming in for you. I feel here between November and January of 2023, there's going to be a new opportunity coming your way. Page of Wands energy is all about staying curious, staying passionate, staying eager, staying enthusiastic about the opportunities that you're manifesting, because you certainly are. You're staying in the now as well. You're staying in the present, but you're also very excited about new opportunities coming your way, which I certainly see happening. Seven of Wands says that despite what is going on in the world around you, or despite what other people say, think, or do, or act, you're staying in your own lane, Leo. And this is a powerful dynamic or a powerful concept to grasp here on earth, because I find that a lot of people have a hard time staying within their own lane. They're constantly weaving in and out of other people's energies and lives, and letting their energy affect them in a very powerful way, where actually that takes their own power. But you're saying here, I'm staying in my energy, in my space, and I'm not letting any distractions or any outside influence affect my own inner peace. And when you do that, you release any toxic patterns, beliefs, energy, addictions, people, scenarios, places, whatever this devil energy is for you. It is all about you reclaiming your power and freeing yourself. So if you can stay in that mindset of what we just talked about, if you can continue to stand in your power, because that's, again, one of your greatest strengths here, and your untapped gift is to, again, stay in your power, reclaim it, and embrace the new opportunities that are coming in for you. So very, very enlightening reading. Again, November 8th, 2022 here is going to be a very powerful time that's going to ripple for many, many weeks beyond and prior. So you may be feeling this energy for quite some time, but you're going to hit that target with that laser focus, and you're moving forward in a very profound way. I hope this resonates with you, Leo. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly does help get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. Feel free to share, like, comment, hit that subscribe and bell button if you haven't already. And I am sending all of you beautiful Leos tons of love and light. Thank you so much for tuning in.